Good morning, grade 5th. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good at your home. Class, we had already started our block 22, that is, machines in our daily life, right? And in our offline classes, we had discussed its first topic, that is, simple machines, right? So, today we will start our second topic and third topic of this chapter, okay? Today we will merge second topic and third topic, right? Our second topic is lever and our third topic is classes of levers. Clear? Now, firstly, we will discuss some recap questions. Okay? Your question is, what happens when two or more simple machines are put together? I hope you all know that simple machines are those machines which are used to help us to make work easier, right? Simple machines help us in many ways, right? In our first topic, we have already learned about the six simple machines, that is lever, pulley, wheel and axle, inclined plane, wedge, screw, right? We had already learned about these simple machines, right? So, I'm asking the question, what happens when two or more simple machines are put together? What will happen? Class, simple machines are the building blocks for all machines, just like bricks are the building blocks for houses, right? Simple machines can put together to make complex machines. Many simple machines are put together to make complex machines, right? We can take examples also, like if we take a pair of scissors. A pair of scissors is made up of what? It is made up of two levers, right? And if we take complex machines apart, we will see simple machines in some form at work, right? So, what happens when two or more simple machines are put together? They will become complex machines, right? Now, moving towards our today's aim. Our today's aim is to explain how lever makes work easier and what are three classes of levers, right? Firstly, we will learn how lever make our work easier, and then we will learn about the three classes of levers, right? Our keywords are lever, effort, fulcrum, load, class 1 lever, class 2 lever and class 3 lever. Okay? Now, in this picture you can see that this picture shows a lever, right? The rod that is shown in the blue color, it is a lever, right? And lever has what? What is a lever? A lever is a simple machine, right? A lever is a stick which can move around a fixed point. The fixed point that you can see in yellow color, this is a fixed point, right? Across that fixed point, a stick that is moving, it is known as lever, and that fixed point on which lever moves, it is known as fulcrum, right? And on the right side you can see force that we are applying on the lever, it is called effort. And when the effort is applied, what is happening? The thing that we want to move is put on the another side, that is known as load. Clear? Understood this concept? Fulcrum is what? Fulcrum is the fixed point on which lever moves, right? And on the one end there is effort, where we apply effort, and on the other end there is load. And when we apply effort, then the load start moving, right? we use levers in many ways, like for opening, moving, carrying, lifting anything, right? Like in door handles we use levers, in scissors also. These all are the examples of levers, right? Now, moving towards the classes of levers. There are three classes of levers. In this picture you can see that this is first class lever. Class, you have to keep this in your mind that in lever contains three things, right? These are fulcrum, effort and load. And in all the classes of levers, only the position of these three items are changing, right? The arrangement are changing of fulcrum, load and effort, but these three are present in all types of levers, right? Like you can see in this picture, this is first class lever. In this picture, fulcrum is between load and effort, right? And moving towards our second class lever, in this lever you can also see that there are three arrangements: fulcrum, load and force or effort. But the position of these three are changed, right? In the second class lever, load is between the effort and the fulcrum, right? But in the first class lever, what is happening? The fulcrum is in between the load and the effort, but in second class lever there is load is between the effort and the fulcrum. Clear? Now moving towards our third class lever. In this picture you can see that force or effort is between the fulcrum and the load, right? I am repeating, listen to me carefully. In the first class lever, fulcrum is placed between the load and the effort, right? And in second class lever, load is between the effort and the fulcrum. Clear? And in case of third class lever, effort is between the fulcrum and the load. Clear? All the three levers clear? These three are the classes of levers, right? Only the arrangement of fulcrum, load and effort is changing in all the three classes. Clear? Now, moving towards our activity discussion. Our question number 1 is, what are levers and what are its various parts? I had already explained, right, what is a lever and what are its different parts. Do you know the answer? Your answer will be, a lever is a simple machine, right? And its parts are fulcrum, load and effort. Clear? Now, moving towards our next question. Our next question is, how does a lever make work easier? Your answer will be, a lever makes work easier by allowing someone to move a large load with a small amount of effort, right? Whatever is being moved, it is known as load, and effort is another word for force that when it is applied to a machine, right? I am repeating, what is load? Whatever is being moved, it is called load, right? And what is effort? Effort is a force that is applied to move a load, right? And what is a fulcrum? Fulcrum is a point on which a lever moves. Clear? Moving towards our generalized question. In our activity portion, we had seen a lever, right? And then we had seen a first class lever, second class lever and third class lever, right? Now I am asking, what is a first class lever? So your answer will be, a first class lever is that in which fulcrum is in between the load and the effort, right? In this picture you can see the examples also, like scissor. In the scissor you can see, and in the second picture you can see that in the center part from where the scissor moves, this is known as fulcrum, right? And the place from which we um, hold the scissor, from there we are applying force, right, or effort. And the blade part that is cutting anything, that is load, right? Same happens with the second picture also. In the both pictures you can see that fulcrum is in between the load and effort, right? So what is first class lever? First class lever is that in which fulcrum is between the load and the effort. And what are there some examples? Examples are scissors, seesaw, balance scale, right? These are the examples of first class lever. Now, what is second class lever? In this picture you can see that load is between the fulcrum and the effort, right? A person is applying effort from one end, and in the last end there is fulcrum through which the this instrument is moving, right? And between fulcrum and effort there is load. From load, when we are applying effort, the load is moving, right? So in second class lever, load is between the effort and the fulcrum. Clear? And what are some examples? Examples may be wheelbarrow and bottle opener, nutcracker, right? Now moving towards our third class lever. What is third class lever? In this picture you can see that effort is between the fulcrum and the load, right? Like you can take example of tongs in your home. When you make chapati, right, you hold the tongue from the between you hold the tongue from the center, right? And the starting part is the fulcrum, right? And the place from where you hold the chapati, that is load. What type of lever is that? The tongue is the example of third class lever, right? As you are applying the effort from the middle part, and the starting part is fulcrum, and at the ending part from where you are holding the chapati, that is load. So tongues are the examples of what type of lever? Third class lever, right? So when effort is between the fulcrum and the load, then it is what type of lever? Then it is third class lever. Clear? And what are the examples? Examples, you can take tongs, ice tongs, ice tongs maybe, right? And human hand, fishing rods. These all are the examples of what type of lever? Third class lever. Clear? Yeah, stapler. Tell me, stapler is what type of lever? Stapler is also a class third lever, right? As you are applying load from between part, right? And the fulcrum is at the starting and load is at the ending section. But the effort is, we are applying effort in the stapler from between the fulcrum and the load, right? So stapler is also example of class third lever. Clear? Now moving towards our next question. Our question is, how does a lever like a pair of scissors make our work easier? Do you know how scissors help to make our work easier? In this picture you can see a scissor, right? In a pair of scissors, the effort is where we hold it, right? The load is where the scissor cuts something, right? And the fulcrum is in the middle, from the part where the where we are using where we are rotating the blade. to cut anything, that is fulcrum, right? So when we put effort on one side, the scissors open and close and its blade cut the paper, right? And scissor, by this, scissor makes cutting very easy. Clear? When we hold the scissor from one side and the scissors start moving from fulcrum and it cuts the thing from the load side, then it shows that it is a what type of lever? It is first class lever, right? As fulcrum is between the load and the effort. Clear? And by this, scissor are making our work easier. Clear? Now, first class lever clear, second class lever clear, and third class lever clear. Okay? Now moving towards our horse question. Our question is, which part of our body work like liver? Do you know our body also works like liver, right? Think about it firstly. Okay? Pause the video and try to think that what part of our body behaves like a liver and what kind of liver. Okay? Our arms, legs, bones and jaws are all examples of livers, right? They belong to different classes of livers. For example, in this picture you can see that the point at which our head is connected to our neck is the fulcrum, right? And the head is the load and neck is the effort. Okay? In the first picture you can see this, right? That the point at which our head is connected to our neck, it is known as what? It is known as fulcrum because our neck moves around that point, right? And the point at which the lever moves, it is fulcrum, right? And the head is the load and our neck is the effort. Clear? So first picture shows what type of lever? First class lever. Clear? Our arm is a class third lever, you can see, na? In the third picture you can see our arm, as when we move our arm by our knees, then knee behave as a knee behave as a fulcrum, right? And when we lift anything by our hands, then our hands are behaving like a load, right? We are lifting load by our hands and the effort is applied from where? Between the fulcrum and the between the knees and between knees and our palm, right? So in third class lever we know that effort is between the fulcrum and the load. This shows the this is seen in our arm, right? So third class lever is seen in our what? In our arms. Okay? You can check it by yourself, right? Moving towards second class lever, our toes and legs are examples of second class lever. Okay? As we know that in second class lever, load is between the effort and the fulcrum, right? So this is clear to everybody that how our body also works like a liver and what are the different classes of livers that are used in our body, right? Now coming towards the question of the day. Your question of the day is, you have to select the odd one out. I will give you four options in which you have to select the odd one out, right? In the four options, some options are of same class levers and one option is of different class lever. Okay, so you have to select the odd amongst them. Okay, so are you so our second and third topic is clear, right? Levers and classes of levers are clear. Now moving towards our homework question. Okay, you have to complete S2 and S3 in your workbook. Hope you all had completed S1 in your workbook, right? So now you have to complete S2 and S3 in your workbook, and you have to complete question 3, 4, 5, 6 in your notebook, in the same notebook in which you have completed your PQ1 and 2. Okay, I'm repeating. You have to complete PQ3, 4, 5, 6 in the same notebook in which you have completed PQ1 and 2. Okay, and before completing your homework, you have to read the content book, and after that you have to complete your homework. Clear? And if you have any confusion, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, and one more thing, when you are writing any answer, you have to cross check your spellings also, right? Some of you are writing the wrong spellings, right? Like bursting of tire is the word and you are writing the bursting of tires. Keep this in your mind, okay? And when you are writing the answer, firstly cross check it, and after that you have to submit your answer. Okay, thank you class. Bye bye, have a nice day.